to the distance. Late night cooking in the kitchen. Yeah, yeah. Dirty dancing in my room. Sending my love all over you. Because of the time we share, time we lost in love with one another. Days we had, pay the cost of losing hearts' desire so soon. I'll be sending my love all over you. I still get so lost in the feeling, and I can't imagine losing you. If you could find a new reason for someone special to hold on to, I wonder if I would do. Hey, because of the time we shared, time we lost in love with one another. Days we had.
Hey y'all, I've been trying to record this video so many times but I am going to sit down and talk with y'all today because I really been wanting to, and just to share how I'm feeling about some new things going on in my life, and also just take y'all with me because right now I'm about to go get this foot checked out, see if I get this boot off. I just feel like I won't. I'm about to walk right back out with it, but we're gonna go get some gas right now and then head to my doctor's appointment.
How you find the time to wine and dine your bitches better than me. Oh.
Alright y'all, so I just finished my appointment and I am still in a boot. I'm still in a boot, but it has gotten a lot better. Now I'm on my way to pick up my mom, and I think this might be the only time that I have in between to just get this video out, because I really wanted to get this out earlier. Like I said before, I was trying to do this video like so many times, but I did have a couple things I wanted to talk about. Tomorrow is July 1st, and on July 4th my husband will be leaving and officially going active duty. Well, he's active duty now, but he's active duty reserve, so he'll be going full active duty, and we are moving to Virginia. So I'm really excited. I'm excited to get out of my hometown and do something new and see new things and all that, but I'm a little like nervous and anxious, and I just feel like all the feelings. My husband, he will be in Virginia before us, so it leaves me to pack up the house all by myself. So I'm gonna spend the rest of this month, next month, maybe a little bit of August packing all of our stuff, and I'm excited. I really am. I also wanted to talk about me sharing my life on YouTube. There's a lot of stuff that I'm like, you know, what is too much? What is sharing too much information? And I don't like, you know, I know I have Instagram, I have TikTok. I think that's it. I done deleted Facebook. So I have Instagram and TikTok that I post on, but both of those pages are private. I am going through a process of trying to figure out what is too much to share. feel like there's a lot that I want to say, and I don't want to be filtered either. When I moved here to back to my hometown, I did not want to come back home. It's just, when you move, you get away from everything that you know before. You don't want to come back to the same old stuff. But we had to, and there's circumstances that took place where we had to, and I am very grateful and humbled that we were allowed to come back. And coming back, I had lived with my brother for a couple months. I lived with my brother until I could find housing, like we could get our own housing and stuff, and get our own apartment. But yeah, quickly started working, started getting things together, and the biggest thing that I immediately took into account was my relationship with God. So I put other things ahead of my relationship with God, and now that whenever I moved back home, I was like, okay, I was humbled quick, child, quick. And yeah, we endured a lot of stuff over this past couple of years being here. I think we've been back home for like 2 years, almost 3 years. I also noticed that I am extremely church hurt. Like, I have a lot of church hurt, and I know people like hate that. That's like a controversial topic, but I do think I'm church hurt and allowed the people in church to also hinder my relationship with God. Like, it should not have been, because, and that's the whole point, is I truly didn't have one. I realized I didn't have a true relationship with God once I came back. The relationship is not religion. It's not. And I had to understand that. It's not going behind four walls and giving God praise. It's so much more than that. Like, and that's, we put God in a box as if this is all, he can amount to. God is so much more than us, being behind four walls inside of a church, or just subjecting ourselves to, I'm just going to join a church family and that be it. That be my life in church. It's ministry in different ways. My job was a big part of ministry. I'm a case manager for children and families between the ages of 3 but in that time, I learned so much about myself. I had to face a lot of my traumas that I just tried to sweep under the rug and not look at, not think about. Also, ministry wise, leading other people to Christ and figuring out who God is for myself. So with my kids as well, teaching them who God is, prayer, and I'm still working on that. I still have a lot to work on. I have a lot to work on when it comes to growing my relationship with Him. But I also let go of a lot of people, a lot of old habits and old ways, old mindsets. I had to let go of that because it was hindering me from thinking outside the box. My church ran deep, right? I have been coming to the point where I did not want to go to church. Like, not that I didn't want to. Actually, I wanted to go to church. I really, really, really wanted to go to church. And I'm going, but I'm not feeling it. Like, it's something about being in there that it just wasn't connecting for me how it used to. And I wanted that connection, but it's like I wasn't getting it, right? And I don't know if it was because I'm thinking about all the rumors from our family and our past, and people gossip throughout church, and we're gonna just keep her 1,000, like, and they don't do things out of love, and they say it is, but the next minute they're talking behind your back, and like, it's just a lot of foolery, right? And I was just tired of it. Like, I didn't feel comfortable, and I didn't feel none of that. And so I had to go back to, okay, where is it that I experienced my first set of hurt or distrust? When I was about 6 or 7 years old, I was molested by a family member. I was molested, and other things happened, but I won't go into much detail. But once everything had came out, my family, my mom, she went to the church to try to find next steps. Like, what do we do? Like, how do I help my daughter? And I vividly remember going into the church, the pastor talking to me and mama, and also to the family member that had molested me. After that, me and my molester was in front of the church. It was like standing and like sitting in front of each other, on our knees, like as if we was in prayer, sitting in front of each other, kneel down, and I was told to forgive him and pray for him, and we had to pray together. We were made to hold hands and pray together. And I didn't understand it, but I knew it was wrong, and I grew hatred in my heart for the church, for this man, and for everybody. Like, I was so angry, but I didn't know what was the right thing to do, Hold on. I'm 7 years old. At the time, I didn't know what was the right way to go about that, or how that should have been handled. But yeah, it was a lot, and I think right then and there is where I developed a hatred in my heart for him, for the church, and I didn't even know I had, I didn't even know I had developed that, to be honest, until I got older, right? And I could never fully connect. Being a preacher's kid, you are automatically made to do everything right. Like, you are held to a higher standard. You grow up, like, your teenage years, and people expect you to be out there being sneaky. I was in the house. But I remember a pastor specifically came to me. We was at church doing something, and it was a like teenagers and young people service, and the pastor asked if we had sinned and stuff like that, and I said no. But the pastor specifically came to me after and was like, I know, because I've been there, I know you out there. But that pastor was putting whatever they had been through onto me, and it also made me not trust, made me not want to talk. If there was something that I truly did want to talk about, I no longer felt safe. Because why am I talking to somebody that automatically assumes that I'm doing wrong when I'm not? So it also grew a lot of distrust within leadership, and I had to heal from a lot of that, and still healing. Story short, now I'm learning who God is for myself, And that's, and who I know God to be is who I want my children to embrace and to love, right? Of course, God is not all like just unicorns and rainbows and like just the sun is going to shine every day. You are going to go through things. You're going to go through trials every single day of your life. There is more bad days than good days on this earth. I promise you that. But I'd rather go through life with God than without him. But yeah, what's next? Going forward, my next steps, I am just looking forward to being in a new environment, trying new things. My kids, both of my girls, they should be going to preschool soon, finding a new job. I'm kind of thinking about going back to school, y'all. I got like a year or maybe less than a year for my master's degree, so I'm thinking about going back to school. I am feeling kind of sad because my husband is leaving, but I know I'll see him soon and it will be reunited soon enough. But